Right. Wasted a lot of time last time. Coming through the trap entrance too, for some reason. Not that it matters. Hopefully we'll waste less this time. Want to kill Braccus Rex, we want to kill the lieutenant here. Holy shit, it's an enchanted armor. Never encountered something like this before. A couple of those, and the typical skeletal guards. Can't use earth against them, which I don't really get, because I never really use earth. Right, but do we want to go with damage, or do we want to go with I think this is gonna be grenades situation. Sort of means we should go with the decapitator. There's no way we can grenade them from start to finish. Actually, I'm not so sure, but it's unlikely. I might be able to clear a good sort of pool of fire there, but that's about it.
Wait for it!
Yeah, this is fine. I can handle burning very well. I think I'm gonna repeat that. It might not kill anything, but it'll make things interesting for them. They can't really do all that much anymore after that. I'd rather focus on damage on them than try to get the other. That's a good spot to throw. Okay, let's go for it. It probably won't go there.
Homegrown hotness!
Yep. How much heal do they have? Not enough. Skeletal guards are pretty much played out in the fight. Ooh, I should have prepared my equipment, I guess. Extra grenade throws probably don't do any favors for me.
I am the eye of the inferno!
Yeah, good for you.
Slide and slither!
Looks like a pretty straightforward war here.
I can thwart your every move!
Right.
Plummeting fist!
Immune to knockdown. Well, that's always fun. I can't attack here anyway. Not immediately, so I might as well use the adrenaline.
vermin!
Level up.
Seven drown this land.
He'll never kill the Decapitator.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Not that it matters too much.
Stand strong,
Yeah,
my
wrong
partner.
button. So, doesn't really matter too much.
I'm back fleet of foot. I'm invincible.
You are not invincible.
Decay attack.
Yeah, he's dead.
Die, vermin.
Okay, not bad. Buffalo Amulet, so we do the Buffalo Saber combination.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
We'll have... Do I have to do purchases? I don't have to do shit naturally, but I probably should do it. I mean, go shopping after this instead of going automatically after Braccus Rex. At the same time, it's not really necessary, maybe. But it's because I could get new abilities, valuable abilities. So ignoring that's not a smart thing to do. Attribute point. Either intelligence or speed. I'm inclined to go with speed. It's not gonna get us much. Probably not anything right now. But intelligence, on the other hand, we're still suffering from a little bit of a negative on most fronts. And also desecrations and the like can still fail. We took the point in intelligence. We have both strength and intelligence at their natural maximus we were envisioning. And we can basically start dumping everything into speed and constitution. So 100% chance of success. I'm sort of sick of having to fail in some of these. Now the chance is gone. Not with every ability naturally. Higher level ones will still have a failure. And it'll be increasing the higher level their spell is. Failure chance, I mean. Still, what exactly are we looking for if we go and purchase things? I think it's mainly skills, really. So we wouldn't necessarily have to buy everything before we taken down Braccus Rex. Because very likely I'm gonna go look into the shops after doing that anyway. So might as well do them at the same time, I guess. Right, what exactly are the skills we're taking? I need willpower too. I sort of need the skills. I'm thinking Man-at-Arms too. The problem with that is, the reason I want it is a skill I'll get in the next area apparently. So maybe willpower 1. You have an extra point to spend. And Man-at-Arms 2. You might as well take it now. It probably isn't gonna be all that useful, but I don't have to wonder later on what was my plan. I want adept level stances basically, that's the plan. And maybe abilities. That's it. A little extra willpower isn't gonna hurt. Not even now. And we can sort of start using some of our more powerful abilities to get through things now. Ooh, we could try to pickpocket the bastard. I wonder if we could steal significant things from them. I can go invisible, so... And they're... I think it mainly indicates that they're not hostile now. I'll test what we could steal from them. It could make a significant difference in how the fight goes. Where the fuck are you going, by the way? I'm pickpocketing gloves, I know that. Sure about boots. Sneaking, sir. Nah, pickpocketing boots too. So, Nasty Deeds 4. You think that's enough? It is not enough against Lady Anna. Another pickpocketing ring is likely possible to get. Not sure about belts. We don't have any really extra belts though. Well, even the ability to see what the son of a bitch Mr. Skeleton has there could be useful. So, go, 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 go.
What in some how can the mighty all we bracky
Yep.
indeed my resit? Arise, my vassals. The Baron
Doesn't work like that. It's just there to taunt you. But maybe you could get something out of it. Did I switch the gear? No. Physical immunity. That's interesting. Where is that coming from? Improved initiative aura. Improved initiative, but it has to come from a thing. I mean the immunity. Iron Ward. It only has 24 hit points. I'm not sure if that matters. I wasn't exactly planning on hitting it with swords or anything. Fire all the way, baby. 400 points to kill her. Double that to kill him, and there's an army of other creatures he's gonna summon. What fire abilities do we have? We have the master attack, but that's not enough. Really not enough. We have other obvious weaknesses. His resistances are 4 against everything except poison, really, on the elemental front. So in that sense it wouldn't really matter all that much. In the same sense, we don't have strong attack abilities. Poison only. Then the super attacks with water and lightning. I suppose we have Death Punch, but we're reluctant to use it on something that's already vulnerable to fire, which is one of our strongest attacks. Okay, the voodoo dolls are also starting to do more than 200 points of damage, but this is definitely the wrong fight to rely on those. Physical immunity and all that. We might now have to just use a decoy. That usually works fairly well.
I find you in solemn battle.
Isn't good.
Arise,
And I fuck things over. I removed my own damage buff, basically. And I wasted a single turn.
Aid me, comrades, I am blinded.
We're basically just gonna go there, throw some kind of summon creature there, hope that they're gonna focus on it, so I have the opportunity to buff later on. I can maybe put on the invisibility too. Might not be a whole horrible idea in general.
Damage from death.
what in some Arise, my vassals. The Baron of Bones demands your field. present you with this beat heart, my lady.
A necklace I'll make, my lord. Ivory sword from
Isn't
their
it?
battered gums.
Even that's useful. It wastes his action points and the skill is now in a cooldown. Yeah. She would be relatively easy to take down. But I think whatever we do not want to be in this position. We've been attacked now from all sides. So staying there is just a bad idea. Need to create a surface of pain for them. A single fire storm grenade will probably do it. We can spread it with oil after this. Yeah, that was a horrible throw, by the way. What else is new?
Waste of the rock.
Right, they're gonna buff each other instead of attacking. Also, don't give a shit about burning to death, apparently, which is not necessarily a bad thing to me. Going into the fire, cast spell, run back into the fire. If they mass in great numbers here, then I'll use the Master Fire Scroll. Yeah, now comes the healing. Still slow, that's a lot of negatives. Action points. There's no way I can attack them effectively with these status effects. So what I think is we're gonna dump some kind of a creature there and pull back, continue to pull back. Maybe go invisible or something. Invisibility wouldn't really solve things though. That's the main problem with it. They'll get extra action points too. So it's only if we're gonna lose more or less we're gonna hold up something. An ice elemental. We could pull back a little bit. There is a better battle next location for us.
I shall present you with this beat heart, my lady.
I shall lick the tears from their dying eyes, my lord.
How warm your blood, so good at taste. Ding dong, ding-a-ling-a-ling. We'll drink and drink. Ding dong.
What did it do? Right, I could do 2 scrolls at best. I can do 2 grenades before I have to go, alternatively 1. I'm thinking of creating the floor of fire and really just running at this point.
Doesn't look like much, but just wait!
I'm sure some of them want to follow, but not gonna make it easy for them.
Fleet of foot, I'm invincible!
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Just burn this bolt. Now ignite the rest. I'm hoping this will buy me more time than anything else. No, they're just rushing through for some reason.
Before you, my lord. I, the ghost of
Lady Anna is not following. Yeah, she is. I don't get why they have so many suicidal tendencies. It's working for me, so no complaints on that front, but still, I don't get where it comes from.
Blood shall fall, my lady, and their
I
bones will
am
adorn
the
your
flesh of this swine, my lord. Raw shall I consume it.
For Braccus we'll dance, fiddle-diddle-dee. So dies the
And we're getting kills without basically doing anything.
I'll beat you, foe, foe, foe.
And knockdown, so that would be the end of my adventure here.
my lady. My baron
Oh, okay, that was bad. Hello, friends. Buff my damage, but that leaves us very weak to the attack front.
I could infuse you with power.
Yeah. Fail? Yeah, adrenaline failed. There was no effect of any kind at all, the adrenaline. Which I don't know why. Maybe I used it too quickly after the Oath of Desecration, so the game sort of ignored it. I need to do damage. So, yeah, I think the fire is actually a best choice. I'm gonna suffer from it too, but I'll handle it fairly well. I'll give them 3 attacks.
You are but hinting for my triumphant blaze.
They all die. Where did the lady disappeared? I have no idea. Okay, it ended sooner than I thought. I thought this was sort of the initial part. They were more suicidal than I thought.
On the men.
Our strategy of running away and just throwing grenades worked flawlessly. Be a key here somewhere. I guess because we killed the Baron, the creatures attached to it disappeared at the same time. King's Chest East. Well, we're very well hidden, so it should be. You would think it might be easily visible in a lot of places, but no. Have to go around the little goddamn tree to spot it. Either way, there's only one chest here, and then we'll have to go against Braccus Rex. Really nothing else to do. I think I'm carrying the chest. Right. I wasn't impressed by that boss. That's a good thing. Because it means I probably don't have to worry about him when we face him here either. Lighthouse Ghost is probably a similar thing. It's the twins joined by fire and Braccus Rex that are the problem. But if I could get both of those in an area where I can bombard them with hailstorm, that would be perfect. Here we have a couple of options. Either conversation check success or fight against the statues. And I'm not sure which one is better or worse for us. I want to fight. It's always better for me to fight. I'll get loot, I'll get the experience, and conversation options. So
Hold your horses. It is how is she known among the loyal? The exalted one. You huff and you puff.
Granite Guardians. No. Obsidian Guardian. A little bit different, so you're probably worse. Crushing weakness, poison weakness, air weakness. Why would statues be with? Oh, okay. The fact that they're poison weak that's perfect because we have a lot of poison spells. I've been itching to try some of those. But if you could all be nice and focus on this guy, who's totally my primary, another default, primary way of fighting you. That would be great. Let's see what they do. I was thinking of oiling them up too before attacking, but not sure how quick they are actually. They have a petrification effect on their normal attack, so we can't lift them from here. It's a spellcaster. That's what makes him different. I think standard poison might actually be the best option here, not necessarily the master level attack spells. Also, you're uncomfortably close to me. Not like that. But if I throw you away, what would left do? Almost nothing.
Toxic rocket!
It's a poison grenade. Yeah, what we preferably want to create is a field of poison. So well, no matter what they do, they're always in poison, going around in poison. They won't get poisoned, but moving in the poison should do damage. That's right. 29, 57. There's a huge variety in the damage number. You don't exactly have to trust on that only. But if they can't get poisoned, I wonder how much screws would do harm to them. Still, I haven't really done all that much. 2 cheap-ass grenades, and they're suffering quite a bit because of that. Obsidian Guardian is desperately trying to avoid getting in there, which he cannot possibly do. The moment I get petrified though, I'm dead, so this could be the end of things. No, not yet. If you could go away, that would be great. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you an easy way out, sorry dudes. This is the wrong type. Shit, it was greener, I threw it. It's a disease. Shit. I'm blind. I could have done, yeah, I could have gotten him to almost death if I could have done that. Still, I think I'm gonna keep backing off and I'm throwing poison grenades. Yeah, they're taking decent amount of damage from it. This it's narrow enough that they don't have a choice, and they're even walking through the long way in the hopes of minimizing their time in the hell poison, and it's not gonna make a difference. The only reason they're doing that is because I screwed up last turn. They're already dying. So no easy path for you, I'm sorry.
You can only hold your breath for so long.
Yeah, that's sort of true. But they're statues, so it's not true at all. Final grenade. After this, I'm just going to do them the old-fashioned way. So what are you gonna do? If you want to get to me, you have to go through the poison. You can minimize it, but you still have to go through the poison. Right, not exactly the fight I was expecting, certainly not the weakness I was expecting for a Granite Guardian. This is gonna be a long trip for the Obsidian Guardian. He's trying. Okay. What's your weakness other than poison? As long as we don't use earth or fire, it'll be fine. Fair enough. That's it. It's not like we have all the many options here. Probably won't reach me, but they'll come close enough that I can use the close range spells to finish them off. So Obsidian Guardian, the only one I really have to worry about, and when he comes closer I can start to even summon the creatures on him. But there's no real danger. Because he's content to just waiting.
Your wounds are my rewards.
Didn't do all that much damage, did it?
My touch will root you to the earth. Eternal silence awaits you.
The Obsidian Guardian managed to evade most of it. But oh, can't keep up that forever.
A powerful ally.
Powerful ally indeed. Even if I buy enough time that my teleportation ability returns, yeah, it would have done its job admirably. Now this fight is over, might as well kill my own ass. 2 strikes instead, down. 1 strike down, 2 strike kill. Right. Unexpected but not bad. Ore. Money and ore.
Stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Wind of Change. Stone Sword. One-handed weapon.
Fortune.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Massive amount of damage. Negative of movement, 100% chance to set petrified status for 2 turns, and irreparable with the durability of 1. So amazingly good sword that weighs 10 pounds and will probably be destroyed the first time you use it, so yeah. This is the only... okay, now the trait makes sense. Not trait, but the talent. What was it? My precious. With my precious, every time you hit or get hit, your gear has a 50% chance of not losing durability. So this is the only item piece I've seen where this act makes a lot of sense. Because usually this would get destroyed immediately, but in theory you could keep using this. And 100% chance of petrified for 2 turns would maybe warrant the risk of using it now and again. But with me it would be guaranteed destroyed, so it's sort of pointless. Might as well just throw it away. And it would be incredibly annoying to use anyway. It's like it's a cute little item, but what's the point? In that, on the same topic of the unique items, I don't really want to make the saber and buffalo amulet sword either, because my level is so low, and I think it's basically is created on your level. So the later you use it, the more powerful the sword is. Um, I would be most interested in the status bonuses they provide, attribute bonuses. If nothing, it's not gonna be something I use. Hello. These are pathetic. I need to know anything special against those.
Still, but perhaps still the and here, sir. You know, I have my.
Okay, can we go to
Braccus
fighting
Rex.
now?
Me.
But I don't want them to get away. This is not a important fight. It's a warm-up fight. A couple of young cultists with a couple of 100 hit points. That's not to say that they couldn't cause me some fuss. So burn him. And heal. But this is something that I could have killed a few levels ago without any fuss. They more or less try to recover from the damage I did, and they can't even do that. They have pitiful weapons, daggers. Right, so this is not meant to be a challenge, it's a two-turn delay before we get to the proper action.
Die, vermin!
Yeah. Ooh, that's better. No, it's not actually all that much better. They're shit, but in different way. I think I'll just spread the joy around a little bit. That'll be the easiest way for me to handle them. What do you have? Cursed. I don't care. Be cursed. Just want everyone to burn equally here. Right, let's see what happens. Anyone else? Right, if they attack him, it'll be easy to wipe them out. If not, they'll take a huge amount of damage or are not being able to continue with the fighting. So either way, they're mostly harmless. They could become in additional waves, I suppose. 2 waves isn't exactly much. They're still very weak, so it doesn't really take anything to put them down. I'm a little bit over leveled, I think, to these enemies, so that could also play an important part.
Die, vermin!
I think they were just rubbish no matter what, at what level you come to this place. That's what they're meant to be. Minor delay. Mortician's hotkey.
Ooh.
hidden switch. Perhaps it has something to do with opening that hatch.
There should be a hidden hatch in one of the side rooms.
A switch much like the first. Could there be more? Three down. Maybe the lock can be jimmied.
Maybe.
What was that? I heard the sound of scraping in the main hall.
Nothing even potentially useful. One type of items. Still, all of you losers can actually spot the little hatch. It's either here or there. This could be a serious problem for me at some point. It's now an inconvenience, but it's not a major problem. I can't exactly dig it up, can I? Can I? That would be weird, but that's not to say you can't do it.
Digging and there's nothing here.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. Not sure what I'm gonna do about it though. I'm certainly not taking attribute points in perception, that's for certain. Temporary buffs are a different matter. And I would like to reveal this, so this would be enough. It's not enough. Well, this is slightly annoying though. Nick, how good are you at spotting this shit? A special summon, so maybe he's special in this way too.
Seal is far more fair from here than from Reginald's wretched podium.
Does nothing. Would higher level summons be more able to spot things? I guess we're gonna have to go after Braccus Rex. Come here at some later date with new set of summons. When we go hunt down the treasure map, might as well do that at the same time. That's a genuine problem. It's not gonna get better on its own, I have to do something about it. Hoarding perception items, I guess. +3 perception potions are easy to get. In combination, that would be enough for all our purposes. I think I need around
magic here. I'll have to find a way to deactivate this barrier.
Amulet fits perfectly inside.
Malia. Precious Malia. I'm a fool.
Source Hunter.
Ha. By the health of the Seven, you're here. There may yet be hope. Perhaps you remember me as a I'm beyond King Braccus. I've done it. I'll tell you, I was given the conduit, my the golden undead cursed. It was she. What could the conduit? How the you?
In the footsteps of the brawler.
Alright, this is bad. This is going to be super bad. Level 9 Braccus Rex, 1400, water vulnerability, fire heals, no real resistances except poison. I'm not actually. He seems weaker than I thought he would be. What's my fire resistance? 100%, and I'm immune to burning. I might get warm, so I might take damage, but not much. Where should we go? I'm thinking a place where I can't be. Okay, this is the bones doing fire. The poison guy. I sort of want a location that might have to. We could easily defend from physical combat. We don't necessarily want to be there when the meteor strikes rains upon us. This might be a good one. They might get there. Either way, it might not be all that easy to lift, especially if I leave these here in a way that they aren't destroyed. Oh crap. How is this gonna work if I don't leave something behind? Okay.
Return to battle.
Come on, come on. Allow me to move, you son of a bitch. Instant death for him though. Yeah, I won't be too bothered by this. Poison could be a big problem. No, it's not. Still, the blast thing survived. Did not expect that. Protection crystal. Yeah, it probably protects him. Void aura. Makes one invulnerable. How many of those there are spread around here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's something to do, I guess. How much did they take? 90. As long as we don't use air, it should be tough. He's dead though, no matter what we do, so I'm inclined to think we might be better off without summon spell. Still, this is a nice addition to this, I suppose. I guess the big boss fight will always have these bullshit crystals there. I'm not really sure how I feel about them. I expected something, but at the same time that's sort of
Accelerated action.
Oh, look at me, I'm just invulnerable because fuck you. No other crystal here. There's a crystal. Are there only 3? I thought there were 4. Guess it doesn't matter that much. Two of them do fire damage mostly, and I can ignore fire pretty much entirely, so I'm in a good spot. Two of them will... well, actually, he's vulnerable to fire, and I'm 3 turns knocked down. Well, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? Hopefully they'll continue attacking me through fire. I'm not sure, can we take care of the weaker ones? Or is he gonna resurrect them? That's one crystal down, I think, yeah. Something broke, but not the crystal. It's fairly well protected. It has to resist.
I feel quite dire.
Yeah, that's fairly disgusting. Yes. How are we gonna kill it?
Feel the dragon's claw!
Well, it's not dead yet, but there we go. What to do with that? Give me a healing potion.
This place is unbearable!
Yeah, I did 11 points of damage. Stop bitching. 2 down. They have a knockdown ability attached to almost all their attacks. It's just that the Bone Lord's attack is one that has strength behind it, so it has a decent chance of working. Chance to resist knockdown from the spell of Braccus Rex is 97% thanks to my bodybuilding. It was high anyway though, so I'm not sure how much of a difference it will make at the end. I need to move quickly, and I don't have the means for it, so I'm thinking of using this guy to do it. I'm definitely not using any damage buffs until I'm ready to drop some serious shit on top of them. Why am I burning? I am literally immune to burning. I have what? That's the wrong ring. Ah, that's fantastic. Right, that probably helps you a bit. I suppose I could do something. No, we want to hold on to most of our action points. We might be able to destroy the crystal on the next turn. As long as they don't kill the air elemental or disable it somehow. Right. It has the feather drop. Tumbling. I gotta do something. I'll take closer to these guys. Hopefully I can lure them here. Keep them together at least for a few seconds. Cripple. Immune to cripple. Spit some poison at me, why won't you? Okay. He doesn't want to do it. I think we're reaching the point where I could reasonably be expected to destroy that blasted thing. That could be an instant death to it even. Yeah, I think we're reaching the point where we're going to have to take out the big guns. No longer invulnerable, are you? Just a regular little shit. I want to go invisible. I want as many of them to locate there as possible, and I'm going to drop some shit on them. But I don't want them to move toward me, but no matter what happens. Braccus Rex is the more important target. Sun, so he can't do anything either. We'll definitely kill him. Now if the ghoul could to go there too, that'd be great. Well, didn't go exactly as planned, but this is gonna be horrible for you. Sorry. Highly amusing to me though. So please die in a horrible, horrible hailstorm. Well, two of them died. One is frozen and stunned. What a shame. I do need to get closer to him. Don't need to actually do a jack shit though. Is there a lighthouse ghoul?
Poison consumes me.
And he's dead.
And that is the final end of Braccus Rex. May his soul remain in the depths
We
of hell.
didn't get a good hit on Braccus Rex with our hailstorm, but I don't care. We had to use one extra scroll to get the job done, so that means nothing. Ah, right. There's no way the lighthouse ghoul can do anything to me. I can spit this poison a little bit, but that's it. $553 hit points, weak to air, weak to everything. Just, he's not gonna survive.
One bolt is never enough.
Just in case he has something up his sleeve or whatever he has. And if I can't finish him, the undead decapitator will finish the job. Line. Be trivial to hit. Yeah, he's pretty much dead. Still living though. I'm sort of thinking of moving away a little bit. They have their little weird death animations here and there. Causes weird things to happen. I'm not going to take any chances.
Death is its own deliverance.
Right. That went more or less as planned. Could have gone a little bit better, but no fundamental big problems. And the extra tactician mode thing more or less acted as a few turns of a delay. Definitely made things more challenging, but fundamentally just a delay. A lot of horrible items though. Staffs, bows, that sort of stuff. Wands, leather boots, ring.
Now this is valuable.
It's not actually. It is not. No use for that, for that. Push daggers, 2 of them. Large healing potion. I mean, absolute shit for us. We have to dump and sell everything. Very disappointing loot-wise. Very, very disappointing. This could have been a chance to get something truly amazing that lasts us most of the game.
I need to drive.
Now it's items we almost literally have no real use for. Just the money. Very, very simple. To open this, I would need to have our room.
Source Hunter, is it safe? Have you done it? Please tell me that you have sent Braccus Rex to the grave once.
Sure thing, buddy.
If I was, I was as you, but you have. It is that I will. What I do, so we will be and so giving them as your. I very well.
What's that gleam?
Can I open this? I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to my old scrolls. I don't have an open what scroll then. I must have that, otherwise. Or alternatively, wait until the very end of the game, I guess. Which I'm not going to do. I'll pick it up.
I was really hoping to find something better.
Sooner or later I'm going to produce the unlock scrolls. Steady supply of witchcraft will all mandatorily will lead to that, so this is just a delay when we get access to it. Could be a long delay though. Although I'm planning to do shopping and crafting after this now, so maybe not. I have other uses for those unlock scrolls though. In your own homestead there's gonna be a room where there are 3 of such containers and they're filled with level 20 loot. And you get access to it much sooner than that. And bloodstone.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
I guess we'll have to visit there now anyway. We should get in access to one of the 4 elementals. Which brings up a point. Which one do we want? I'm sort of leaning toward maybe the ice one. But maybe not now. Witchcraft spells that we use. It's all about which elemental orbs do you want at a constant supply. They replenish themselves very often. So we will start to get easy access to such resistances and spell scrolls. Well, easier at least. Water, well, we're gonna get all of them at some point. It's just in what order do you want it? And I don't really have an answer to that. Fire would be convenient in a lot of ways. I sort of don't want to even visit that now, because I want to see what Lukula Forest, the City of Silver Glen or Tunstall has in their shops. After that we can see what we would maybe want to have access to, so rather sooner rather than later. Ice will have to be in the first 2 though. But it does not have to be the first. Anything can be the first. We could take it based on what's attached to the element. They always come with 2 skill book shops attached. Or sell 2 different skill books. Earth has Witchcraft, Air has Scoundrel, so that's probably the least likely for us to take. Fire has man-at-arms, so that's a possibility. Depends on what's in Silverman though. Water has the expertise, marksman, which we have no use for. But water itself is pretty much mandatory. At least for my plans. I want the hailstorm as a spell I can throw whenever I want. I guess we're gonna go to the city. Need to report our successes. Need to do shopping. Might as well identify equipment then. Yeah, lore mastery items. Two or three is probably enough for everything here. We don't really need the items specifically. I need crafting gear.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Is that a crafting belt? It is. Yeah, I have crafting gear on me. Shaking my goddamn head again. That's a crime I've committed quite often already. I never should save immediately after doing the crafting. Should always switch back to adventuring gear. We had a lot of ore. Oh, three. Some ore. Actually, we could do as much crafting now as possible, because no matter who we are going to visit, we are going to have to get some money out of something. We can get quite a bit from the loot we picked up, especially because we do have to just sell most of it anyway. Probably almost, maybe a couple of items that we might not have to sell, but the rest is just junk. Yeah, there aren't all that many good items for us to sell. We can produce a few, but they're very few indeed. How much money do I have? Around 6,600. We can do the basic stuff with that, no problem. But if we get interesting gear, no. Those I can do full armors. $88 natural now, so it's 8 armor rating higher than our current armor is. And the resistances are sort of weak here anyway, so I'm not sure how long I should hold on to this. The 8 armor might be more useful, although I don't think even that's all that relevant at the moment. Might not be able to manufacture many items, but I can still manufacture a few. I want to yeah, very few though. Yes, it's all shit. So I can at least make pixie dust. And we're looking to make the unlock scrolls too, maybe additional witchcraft scrolls, so always need to have something for possible need of voodoo dolls. I'll do a dozen, we can also buy it, so not exactly, we don't have to use up every piece of powder to make pixie dust.
Salutations, Source Hunter. This. Hope breaks to think. Cyseal is in your debt,
13,500.
Aye, and the Legion too. Braccus Rex is dead, and no one but you could have done this glorious deed.
Glorious deed indeed. I love that there's a scale armor that's better than the full plate.
You don't think it's effective, do you?
Immunity to burning, another one. Bodybuilding, strength, poison resistance. That's a solid one. Not sure I want it though. What's the current version of our adventuring builds? We have bodybuilding and +2 initiative. Not a bad one. Poison resistance is somewhat useful naturally, but I think we're entering... Lukula Forest has a lot of poison using things. How expensive is the belt? 1,940. That's reasonable. And poison resistance is welcome, strength is welcome, bodybuilding is welcome. Initiative is very important though. I'm not so sure that's what we're looking for.
You don't think it's effective, do you?
As nice as this is, it's not really all that attractive to me. Braccus' two-handed axe, strength, fire resistance, negative arm movement. It's a piece of shit. I don't want it.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid. The beast speaks.
Right, almost 10,000 cash. Now could I actually identify my own stock so I could sell it away? This is worthless to me anyway. Some of these would have high intelligence bonuses, so those could be useful at some point. Punch daggers we can use, but not necessarily all that long. Yeah, they have a dexterity requirement, so even if I found a good one, I couldn't be using it. But good staff. Well, actually not that good. Good for if you want to do damage. Critical hit increase, chance increase. Fire and earth resistance. Those are hard to say, are they really good? They're probably better than a lot of my rings though. Unbreakable, that's the most worthless thing I can imagine. Wasting a precious bonus on that. Some of the swords could also be an improvement, I guess. I really haven't thought about it because I don't have to care about the damage itself. It's just... Again, why can't I just identify the whole inventory automatically with a person? This is just uses up a significant amount of time in exchange for what exactly? Or have a scan inventory button somewhere. Let it take a little bit of time. The time doesn't bother me. I could have used that time to do something else. Doesn't have to take minutes or anything, just whatever it takes to safely scan your inventory. Or whether other gameplay limitations you want to put in there. But this is tedious. There might be another way to do it. I mean, you literally have the identification class item. But I'm gonna use the right click menu. Sneak leadership. Still, this is not a convenient way to do this. Even If I could somehow bypass the right click menu, it wouldn't make much of a difference. I think air and poison will be the big things in Locula Forest. So we should try to prepare for those. Immunity to being slowed. We already had these and some boots. Those might be better than the ones we have. A little bit higher armor class. Yeah, Lucky Charm, Air Resistance, Immunity to being slowed versus Earth Resistance, Lucky Charm, Immunity to being slowed. So it has 8 more armor rating and a different resistance. It's still better. Right, that was horrible. Most of this shit can just be thrown away. And it's not even worth all that much money, I guess. So there's not even that benefit.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
Mainly belts and rings I'm after, really. Dual wielding. Don't see those very often. We're definitely getting more and more metal scraps now. That's good. Each of them is a valuable item. It earns me a lot of cash. I'm gonna sell the arrows now. At least I remember that. Also, this horrible inferior well-made voodoo doll. Although, why sell it? It's just inferior. Not like it's total rubbish. I'm sort of thinking of maybe stopping to even pick up arrows and arrow components. They're just pointlessly cluttering the inventory. Anything else? I'd like to say the holy hand grenades are probably worthless to me, but I'm not even sure about that. They're worthless to me if I had to heal my own ass. If I have to heal someone else, I don't have that many means to do it. Right. We have to visit the shopkeepers who are not crafting shopkeepers too. We are looking for equipment upgrades desperately. Poison and air, especially, we should keep an eye out for anything related to those elements. Fire is important mainly because I use it so much and I can't control the accuracy of my grenades.
The Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Poison resistance, bodybuilding, initiative, 40 hit points. So this is basically, this has everything my current build has, plus hit point bonus and plus poison resistance bonus. Yeah, blessed thick leather belt of lifting. Blessed indeed. Better helmet, or rather higher armor class. I still prefer the initiative at this point, but yeah, nothing too special. Okay, but I do have to sell away this crap away. Okay, all wands, punch daggers, staves, wands, bows, whatever. Anything that I would be unlikely to even use no matter what. Just throw it away. Two-handed weapons included, I guess. Is that it? More or less. And the stone sword, I'll sell it. This could be useful in a situation and then it summons him, so let's go away. He does not have the money for this. $12,353. I'll visit the harbor shopkeeper. We have enough money to do any purchases. Also, I'm taking sidekick with us because we'll have to go to the reef sooner or later.
I should have done this.
Although that's just, yeah, no. But if we are gonna go to another large map area, then we have to take her. I don't think I'll go. I'm not going to hunt for them. Locations the both treasure maps are showing me. The thing is, I could really use the items at this point. My luck with the item types is terrible. The items quality has been just fine.
For the moment, but if there's
Also,
you'd
give me charm scrolls.
set all that aside for a few delicious moments.
Summon wolf. Purifying scroll can save you from instant delayed death. Winter blast. Okay, you're selling master level attack spells to me. Okay, I can accept that. No objections. I need to sell my silver away. Nothing particularly interesting equipment wise. Nothing terrible either. I suppose air resistance is a thing in some of these. I've like a seriously high air resistance. So I'm sort of thinking, but that's the only thing they have. That's the problem. If they had something else, I could at least consider it seriously. Okay, where's the silver? Not worth much. I can't say what exactly is super useful here and what isn't. Most of the rings I'll keep. I need to take a closer look at them to say what's useful and what isn't. I need to add air resistances to a lot of these equipment pieces I'm wearing. I think this belt is better than basically these two belts combined. Right.
Goodbye there, good friend.
Very nice stuff. We don't need to produce anything new here, but we need to visit the shopkeepers. Need to start hope we're getting unlock scrolls soon enough, I suppose. We need at least 4. That's a lot of witchcraft scrolls. You get them here and there in the game, but most of them you have to craft. There's maybe like 2 or 3 at most you find. I've used up one I've found already.
No, this isn't
that's
gone.
Get a friend.
To be discovered in this library.
Elemental. I'm not sure I want to buy the elemental scrolls.
The lesser key of
we're getting them from time to time anyway, and they're just
is there no
they're just
new
terrible.
book to be discovered in this library?
Anything with a longer timing than the 18 seconds is actually quite good. Their abilities suck too. Air Elemental might be an exception.
The lesser key of
because it has the teleportation ability. That's very useful.
book to be discovered?
Still holding out hope we might find something useful. I mean, the belt was very good. Ring department is where I fear we have the biggest problems. We have good rings for the current situation and Hyberheim to go through the immunity to being frozen, but not for Lucula Forest.
The
Slow
hunter
is a
returns.
problem there.
I hope you are here to
Poison is a
shop rather
problem.
than
Stun
sleuth.
is a problem. Master level Horrific Scream. Could be useful, I guess, maybe. Need to make more poison grenades. Immunity to crippled. Movement bonus, sparring bonus. I don't dislike this either. The thing about crippled is it is going to neutralize your maneuverability, absolutely. The problem is I am already investing in bodybuilding, which will counter crippled, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, this is mostly just trash. Horror would be useful if I feel like I'm being overwhelmed by an enemy and I need to basically buy time for a turn or two for whatever reason. To handle them, break them up, anything. Hopefully that situation will never come our way, but I'd like to have the necessary scrolls if it happens. Yeah. More charm, more horrific scream. I think that's enough horrific scream until I actually have a use for it. It's not doing damage, it's not useful.
Might give your system just the shock it needs.
Soup, halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Nothing particularly interesting, but still some useful stuff. I think we have enough charm scrolls now that we can effectively make something out of that. I don't have enough money to buy the treasure map, so we'll have to leave that for now. I think we're going to just see if we want to craft something extra and head toward Lucula Forest.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you, Mary.
The empty bottle is a firestorm grenade. Sheriff.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
Immunity to petrified, fire resistance, lower masters, dexterity. Yeah, this is a must-have. Ability rather is a must-have. Not necessarily this ring, but yeah, I want to check, do I have these immunities? It would be a ring though. What exactly do I have? Immunity to frozen, immunity to burning. My current item is lore master only. No immunity to petrified yet, so yeah, it doesn't matter how much it costs, we'll have to get it. Right, so going through these shops wasn't a total waste of time. A lot of troll related opponents will use petrification. Right, what about the crafting of our own stuff? We probably want to make More grenades. We've been spending them quite a bit recently. I should have a hammer somewhere. There we go. I have to use empty bottles for this. Rather, I don't have to waste empty bottles for this. How many empty bottles do I have? 45. I think 10 more would probably do it. I mean, we're still using quite a lot of them, and the damage seems to be scaling up, so I don't see any reason why we should stop using it. $40 to 66 fire damage in a radius. Add some fire weakness, add some damage bonuses, and low amount of action points to utilize, and that's your favorite weapon right there. Still. How much blank scrolls? How many blank scrolls? 3 only. I don't want to use air and earth now for anything. I think water and fire. No. I think we should have a couple of each constantly in the back pocket and start to spending the rest on additional scrolls. There's no reason I see that we need extra fire resistance immediately. Maybe we're looking for a equipment upgrade in our level 2 though, but not immediately. So blank scrolls. Air and earth might be something very recent that we'll have to do, so I don't want to spend those. We are looking for the unlock scrolls though. Let's go with 10. We're running out of sheets of paper. We can use the piece of paper we are picking up. There's still a limit to how many of those we can get. I'm not sure if it's wise to use all on pixie dust. And there are other uses for pixie dust too. Almost anything magically enchanted requires pixie dust. Right, fingers crossed, because this always goes well. What do we have? We have 15 scrolls, 10 witchcraft, 3 fire, 2 earth. So nothing on water or air. This is gonna suck, but hopefully not too badly. It is a earth absorption shield. And a bless. Wonderful. Fireball, always useful. Meteor strike. Against poison enemies. And another infectious flame master scroll. So yeah, absolutely amazing on the fire front. Do we have meteor strikes from before? I don't think so. So this was our... This would be... Does the king in Hyberheim, is he vulnerable to fire or not? He either is gonna be very resistant toward fire or he's gonna be very vulnerable toward fire. I don't know. I don't know. But at least we have 2 major damage spells, area of effect that we can rely on again. With the lightning storm on this, then we have deadly spores, but that's a little bit different in nature. Still very powerful though. Right, and now the best part. Vampiric touch. Resurrection. Death punch number 2. Excellent. So if they have elemental immunities, we can use death punches to punch through them. Oath of Desecration Scroll. I would like this, yes. This could have been useful in a lot of situations. Especially in boss fights. Death Punch number 3. That's a lot of crushing damage we can do. Some opponents are extremely vulnerable to it, but there aren't that many. Still, this is without any damage bonuses, so the damage will climb up quite substantially with the buffs going on. Invulnerability, not that useful I think. I honestly think this, because you can get resistances so high and you can get a decent amount of physical defenses. So offensive options are always going to be superior. This can be maybe used maybe in a couple of fights in the game. I can see this being useful, but not more than that. We don't need invulnerability scrolls in any kind of large capacity. Willpower, yeah. I'd like to say we aren't getting anything good, but the death punches are nice. That's not getting the unlock scrolls. Unlock scroll. Oh. Well. And this is pretty much impossible to open. Lock level 40, massive amount of armor, hit points, resistances. So, yeah. This is pretty much a jackpot for us. We got good amount of attack scrolls, at least 4 master level attack scrolls, and they unlock. So it's hard to see how this could have gone over much better. This is just terrible. That's not the important part. The important part was that I could get rid of that. We also need at least 3 additional unlock scrolls during the game until the point where you get access to the rift. Which reminds me, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to check what happened in the rift and leave things there.
Oh, my good man.
Terrible
Drink,
sword.
please.
And immunity. Oh, this is actually decent. It has a significant amount of armor class. I think you could have gotten a great item or 2 out of that. We got basically 2 epic items of high level. The problem is they were items that I have no use for and an item that's inferior. This is intended for people who don't have any kind of specific focus on attributes. So with us, with the focus we have, this is rubbish. So it's an unfortunate thing that we happen to got those specific items. We'll probably have to be in team before we can move to the other larger map section too. So I'd like to get those under our way. Let us know. Which element are we taking? What do we want from this? That's, I suppose, the question. We could use every type of element, more of it. Water is a must soon. Earth would provide earth essences, which will also be useful. Also, we would get witchcraft. High level witchcraft. I don't know. I really don't. Gotta make a choice though. I'm actually leaning Peter toward fire, but I think that's a waste. Fire is now. It's not the time of fire. We should go with something other than ice. So earth would be the best option, I think. Air is the least useful for me. I can get the essences somewhere else.
I greet you, honorable master of that, and that is...
Yes, indeed.
Thy will.
This is a plane worthy of an earth elemental, all right?
A kernel of serenity.
The Guardians
amid
mustn't
endless
listen
chaos.
to him. His every word is poison, such as no serpent has ever known.
The spirit of Father Name, can't you? I noticed with utmost pleasure, my friend. The Earth's now.
So a constant stream of earth essences. Blank skill box. Summon Wolf. Tectonic sprays. There are decent attack spells here too. Still, what exactly can we do with the earth essences? Who uses a lot of earth? Trolls, but does anyone else? Spiders. They use a huge amount of poison. I'll pay your blood money. I'm not sure how much I can get from those essences though. Not for a while. Water has to be the next one. Not that it matters too much. It does matter a little bit.
What good to see you on the shelter plane. Those you have, like the imp said to the belief.
Don't think there's much point in talking with him about anything. I'll just hold my ass to the Lucula Forest map to leave things there. Silver Glen Road. We have unfinished business here though, but we'll have to come back for it later.
That is a good
Arhu's failed
question,
experiment.
One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in perception.
We rescued people. They said they'd look to the Legion for treatment. Perhaps we should see how they're getting on.
I spin origins besides.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Just talk to a few people maybe. Find out what happened to the 3 guys that were also fighting Arhu's experiment. Sparkmaster 5000. Who exactly should I talk to about that thing? I doubt it's the captain. He's an ass. So it's probably Selenia. I haven't looked through her dialogue options really, so maybe she has something
Divines
about it
doubly
already.
bless you, friend. Lieutenants, now and that is exactly. I shall be very glad to share what information I can, by all means. Still, I thank you for telling me, Source Hunter. Knowledge is better than uncertainty. So the chances of survival during these
Definitely not her. I don't recall the names of the people.
The face, Furious! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows
Not
the
those.
ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of
Has to be the captain then. Unless they just happen to be here somewhere.
Ah, the sword. If you must. Would you take? We may well stand on. No, I don't. I heard she has a cottage in the forest north of the. What more is there to say? She clearly was. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Sightseal stinks of fish. If you must.
He's not
So, let
saying
me
anything
anyway,
new.
be the Captain Aureus, if you must know.
So I'm sort of confused. Who am I supposed to talk to about this? Arhu is gone, no? But I'm gonna be leaving. So I'm going to steal everything you have here. Should I do it? Blank scrolls, please. Summon Earth Elemental. Not exactly blank scroll, but let's see it. Right, nothing too interesting. There's a couple of items of some value there, but nothing else. Same old crap.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Yeah, we'll leave things here. I want to move the other map though. She has to be there. I would assume she has to be there. I have to go back to hunt for the treasures and the hidden hatch in the church. But I need something to be able to actually spot things, so...
Take another shot! How could that happen?
Oh, for fuck's sake, just there. I need a summon that has perception. That's what I need. Even if I hoard the perception items, it's a pain in the ass to constantly switch between them. Which reminds me, I probably have crafting gear. Yeah, this might have happened before too. Poison resistance going up a little bit. Saving throws went up. Hit points went up. Initiative went up. What about that one? Air damage reflection could be bad here. Initiative and lore master. Poison resistance. Reflect melee damage as earth damage. That's worse. Well, we don't have good options honestly here. They're also terrible. So pick your poison, I guess. Strength and points. Light and amulet. Not sure I want to wear it openly everywhere. I suppose this is about the best we can do at the moment. 31 and dexterity. Sure. What about the shield? It's only used for good for fire resistance, but it gives a lot of it. Boots, fire resistance and fire resistance only. Immunity beam slewed. This will keep the boots, but we could start adding other resistances to them. Immunity beam petrified might be useful here. Fire resistance, air resistance, strength. Yeah, air resistance is probably useful here too. But there's the but. Poison would be better. Poison and lore master. It's not a good ring. Still, I don't think frozen is gonna be used quite so much, so poison and lore master might be enough. 35% damage reduction from poison will help at least. 100% from fire, water, decent. Earth and air, terrible, which we could immediately change though, adding a little bit of resistances to some of these items. Not sure if I can do it with the belt. I can certainly add them to the sarong. I don't want to do it now, but I probably should. Yeah, it's not really a problem. It's more of a I just haven't actually added the resistances. There's certainly enough essences for me to do that. The more, I suppose, unwillingness to commit to the current equipment set more than anything else. Are the shields better? They're all sort of terrible. You could switch to an air resistance shield, but I'll keep the fire. If they're gonna be poison clouds, they're gonna be explosions and ignitions, so the fire immunity is still gonna be valuable.
Sweet relief.